Hello, my beautiful babies. Welcome to this video. In this video, I want to talk specifically about the days of the week and their meaning or meanings and why they are the way they are. So, in English, we've got the days of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. In any case, whichever one is the first day doesn't matter. So, this is a question of origin. Where do these names come from? So, the names of the days of the week in English come from Germanic roots, specifically the names of Germanic gods, Norse gods. Now, in Latin, there were other names coming from the Latin gods, which equate to the Greek gods. So, lucky me, in this life, I speak a Latin language. Well, basically, it's not Latin, but it's descending from Latin, so it allows me to understand Latin. So, in English, the thing is that the days of the week, as we know them today in English, actually derive from the days of the week as they were in Latin. How is this? Because at the fall of the Roman Empire, or after the fall of the Roman Empire, barbarian people came to the former Roman Empire, to the realms of the Roman Empire, and they adopted the culture. And not only did they adopt it, but they also modified it according to their own culture. So, in Latin, the days of the week were according to the gods. Which gods? The astrological gods, the planetary gods. And this is not just in Latin, it's all over the world. In ancient cultures, these are the days of the week. They are derived from the meaning of the planets, from the names of the planets. And this is also in India, in ancient India. You will see it in Sanskrit texts. The names of the days of the week come from the names of the planets. And I don't speak Sanskrit. So I don't have enough background to teach you about the Sanskrit area, but I have enough background to teach you on the Latin area. So in Latin, the days of the week are, Monday, it's the moon, it's Luna. Tuesday, in my mother tongue today, we call it Marți, which, you guessed it, Mars. Wednesday, in my mother tongue today, we call it Miercuri. Guess which planet it is? Mercury. And then Thursday, in my mother tongue, we call it Joi, Jupiter. Another name for Jupiter in the Roman Empire was basically Joy. His name is Joy. And then Friday in my mother tongue is Vineri, so it's Venus. And then Saturday, well, with this one, it's easy to figure it out, even in English. In my mother tongue is Sâmbătă, which actually bears more of a resemblance to the Hebrew root of the word Sabbath. Interesting, right? Oh, here we are digging some stuff, right? So, it's the day of Cronus, as he is known by his Greek name or by his Latin name Saturn. And then it's the most amazing day of the week. If you are born on that day like me, it's Sunday. And it's the day of the sun. With Saturday, Monday, and Sunday in English is quite obvious. Sunday is the day of the sun. It's like sun day. And in my mother tongue, actually, we call it Dominica, which like the name is derived from the name of the Lord. Well, basically, that we're not getting into theology at this point. At least not Christian theology. So this is the Latin background of the names of the gods. So it's basically Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, Saturn, and Sun. Now, why is it that in English they are so different? Well, because the Germanic people, when they came to the south of Europe and they adopted the South European culture, the Mediterranean culture, as I said, they did not just adopt it, but they also modified it according to their own views of the world and their own pantheon and their own perception of their own gods. So, Moon Day, it's obvious, it's Moon Day, it's Moon's Day, it's the day of the moon. Now with Tuesday, which in Latin is Mars Day, would be like by the Latin name of the god who is the lord of that day, it would be Mars Day. But why is it Tuesday? Well, because the god of war in the Norse mythology, his name was actually like Norse gods have their names vary, and I probably won't be saying his name correctly. Pardon me. It's something like fuck it. No. But it's his name there. It's Tuesday. So his name was something like I forgot. Pardon me, it's the same. His consciousness, like he's basically the same being. His consciousness is the same. So it's Mars. Now, with Mercury's day, in English it's Wednesday, and here it gets interesting. Because in the Latin pantheon, in the Greek or Roman pantheon, Mercury is the embodiment of know-it-all. He knows everything. Now, in the Norse pantheon, they did not have a counterpart for Mercury, like it happened with the Egyptian mythology, and the Egyptian gods. They did have a counterpart for Mercury, and it was Anubis. And actually, in the Hellenistic world, which is basically a combination of Egyptian and Greek world, in the Hellenistic world, there is a being called Hermanubis. And it's basically I'm getting goosebumps. I'm getting goosebumps right now. I love him. I'm a Gemini, so he's my he's the patron of my sign, and I fucking love him. He's here now. So his name was Hermanubis, which is a combination of both his Greek name Hermes, or Hermes as it was pronounced back then, and Anubis, and it became Hermanubis or Hermanubis, depending on how you pronounce it. Now, in the Norse world, they did not have an equivalent for Mercury, and they thought, well, which one of our gods knows it all? And it was Odin. Now, why is it not called Odin's Day or Odin Day? Well, because Odin had as well, his names varied. So it was Odin at one point, but prior to that, his name was also Wodan. Hold on. I had an alarm. His name was Wodan or Wodan, and also Godin or Godan. And this is actually where the name God comes from Godan. Like the people who translated the Bible into English, when they were to come up with a word for a one God, they basically shortened the name of the supreme god in the Norse mythology, who was Odin, and they used one of his names as Godan, and they shortened it to God. Et voila. So they chose his name as Vodin or Wodan, Wodan's Day. And with time, from Wodan's Day, it became Wednesday. Well, if you ask me, Wodan's Day sounds a lot better. So that's the meaning of Wednesday. But astrologically, this day pertains to Mercury. Now, if you really follow the line of the Norse gods and you're a practitioner of Norse magic, then yes, for you it's Wodan's Day. But why forget about Mercury, you know? Then Thursday. Now, here is the thing. Jupiter. So this is the day of Jupiter. And in Latin pantheon, not just Latin, like Greco-Roman pantheon, Jupiter is the god who wields the lightning. Who did that in Norse mythology? Thor. And there you go, Thursday. And again, Thursday actually sounds better than Thursday. But then again, now we get to Friday. Why is it Friday? Well, the counterpart for Venus in Norse mythology is Freya. So Freya's Day, Friday. It's Venus Day. Now, with Saturday, they did not bother, and neither did they bother with Sunday, because actually, it's Sun Day. It's right there because it's the word sun. And with Saturday, like Saturn Day. Yeah, so this is the meaning of the names of the days of the week and the energy behind them. Now, it's important to realize a few things about each of these gods and goddesses to understand exactly why these energies are the way they are on each day, and what is it like, what's best to do on a day and on another day. Basically, let's take Monday. Everyone starts working on Monday, but this world is so fucked up. That's not a day for work. It should never be a day for work. It's Monday, it's the day of the moon. The moon is about the interior, the home space, the realm of the emotions, the mother world. So on Monday, we should stay at home, focus on our emotions, focus on ourselves. But that's the point. This world doesn't want you to do that, so they make you go to work on Monday. On Mars Day, well, physical activity is best at that point. Any kind of sports, any kind of confrontational sports are also very favorable for that day, because it's I don't know about you, but I've always, not always, but ever since awakening and studying these aspects of reality, I noticed that on Mars Day, actually everything is more hectic. People are more angry, just, and this is actually one of the low manifestations of Mars energy. And to use this energy in a better way, yeah, that's what we would do in a better world without compulsory work. These are the best things to do on a Mars Day. And if you also follow the association of Mars to Scorpio, introspection, psychology, this is also a good thing to do on a Mars day. On a Mercury's day, talk, write, read, all of that. And so this is the Gemini side of Mercury. On Wednesday, it's also favorable to do Virgo stuff because Mercury is also related to Virgo. And this means cleaning up the house, doing some physical activity, but not like sports, more like something that keeps your space neat, keeps you organized, organizing things in your life, organizing your tasks. And you can repeat that on Saturday. Now, on Thursday, what's best to do on Thursday? Donate stuff, meditate, read, teach, give to others, whether you give money or knowledge or just anything you give, just give. It's a day of gifts, it's a day of blessings, it's a day of joy. I just told you the name of one of the names of Jupiter is joy, and he brings joy. So yeah, this is a very benefic day. But then again, it also depends on everyone's birth chart and what Jupiter means for you in particular. So on a general level, it is a day filled with blessings, or at least it should be. But then again, it also depends what Mercury is doing in the sky at that point, what sign he's in, what kind of aspects he gives and receives from other planets, if he is in a tensed position, if he is in a benefic position, all of that. And for each one individually, each planet can be a benefactor or a malefic planet, regardless of them being benefic planets on a general level. Yes, if a planet is a benefic planet on a general level, that doesn't mean that on an individual level it cannot be malefic. It can. That depends on everyone's birth chart, and that's why you have to always consult your own birth chart. Now, on a Friday, what's best to do on a Friday? Beauty stuff, relationship stuff, sex, yes, as well. Sex is always also very good on Mars Day, but sex is good at any day. So on Friday, it's best to do things like taking care of yourself, beauty stuff like cutting your hair, cutting your nails, all of that. And actually, there are in Sanskrit teachings, they even advise people not to cut their hair on the day of Jupiter, because Jupiter brings blessings and expansion, and you don't want to cut things on a day of expansion. And also, they say that Jupiter is the guru, and you don't want to give so basically, you don't want to throw things on the day of the guru, because this is like an insult to the guru. And it's also advised not to cut your hair on Mars Day because of the hectic energy and the stressed energy in the air. Like, this kind of things are favorable for Venus Day because it's all about beauty. And socializing with your dear ones. Now, on Saturday, this is very meh kind of day for many people because it's a meh kind of entity governing that day. Fuck him. But it's a good day for organizing stuff, putting things into practice, and just organizing and working. And like in the nowadays world, a lot of people are free on Saturday. But I noticed a lot of people actually choose to do chores on Saturday, and it does connect to the energy of the day. And anything like timekeeping, or as I said, organizing. And now on Sunday is the day of the Lord, the sun. So creativity in a in an overloaded manner. Creativity, leisure time, again, socializing if that's fun for you, anything that is fun for you. This is a day of fun because sun rules fun. So whatever is fun for you, do that, whether it's going out on a walk in a park, whether it's skating, whether it's painting, whether it's, I don't know, whatever it is for you, just do that. Or just sitting on the couch, just relaxing. That's it. So, but I've always noticed that on Sundays the energy is hyper positive, and it makes a lot of sense. It's the day of the sun. So also, yeah, Sunday is also a good day for beauty stuff because the sun rules Leo, and Leo is kind of a fashion diva. It's not kind of, it's the fashion diva. Because the sun is like it's expression, it's creativity and expressing oneself. So that's why. Okay. Basically on Sunday you can just shine. But then again, this also depends on what sun sign you are, or ascendant or moon sign. And this will also affect the way you vibe with each day in particular. I have a friend, she's also a Gemini, and her favorite day of the week is Mercury's day. Guess why? My favorite day of the week is... It's kind of hard to decide, actually. I look at all of them as having their own nuances and just enjoying each one in particular, other than Saturday, who the fuck enjoys Satan. But yeah, everyone else is just fun. So have fun with this knowledge.